is gonna turn upside down.
Are you serious?
Just like that.
It wasn't my card though.
No?
No.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't my card.
Well, maybe it stands for something, right?
Yeah.
So it's a 6, watch.
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
5, 6.
Yeah. Hey, yo, how do you do that?
He doesn't know.
Oh my gosh, my
Oh
brain.
my god. Okay.
my gosh! It's like you think you
Honey's
have
not
it.
gonna be able to sleep tonight.
But I know I don't get it though. The 6. Actually, something on dog. You gotta take the cards real quick.
Now see, even with simple tricks like that, you can get amazing reactions. And yes, this is a very simple trick. That's the first thing I want to tell you guys. This is not sleight of hand intensive. In fact, you really need no sleight of hand whatsoever in order to perform this trick. And that's the thing, just because a trick is simple and you can learn it in 5 minutes does not mean it can't be performed in a way that creates powerful reactions. So I'm gonna teach you how to do that right now. But first, I want you to lock in that you want to learn this tutorial by giving this video a thumbs up. Go ahead, I'll wait. But for real, like I'm not, that was a joke. I was making fun of the people who do that, right? So I'm not actually asking you to do that, but at the same time, even though I'm making fun of them, if you still want to like the video, that'd be awesome. Really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so let's hop into this trick really quick. By the way, these are the Filtra playing cards by Kevin Yu and the Riffle Card Playing Card Company. So you can check those out if you like them here. But the setup for this trick is very, very, very straightforward. And you can get into it really easily while you're just in casual conversation. The main thing you want is a numbered card to be on the bottom of the deck. Now this can really be any numbered card. However, for the effect, I like to do like a 7 or a 6. Now, once you have that numbered card, it can seriously be any number on the bottom of the deck. You're just gonna flip it over. Now, obviously you're not doing this in front of people, there's a setup. So you have the whole deck normal and then a 7 at the bottom. Now, since it's a 7, we're gonna take 7 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and put them underneath that 7. So you have the 7 and then 7 cards underneath it. This is the key to the whole trick. You're gonna have them pick a card by spreading out the cards, right? Just like any other trick. Just do not spread down to where that 7 is turned over. So you spread out the cards, they select a card. Let's say they select the Queen of Hearts, okay? They're gonna take their Queen of Hearts, we'll place it down right here. Now while they're like looking at their card and memorizing it, you're gonna get ready to do a swing cut. If you don't know how to do a swing cut, we have a whole video on lots of swing cuts you can learn. But the basic swing cut, you take your pointer finger, break it off, and while they're putting the card back, you're gonna ask them to put the card back in the center. But when you do that, you're gonna reverse the order of the deck in terms of the top and bottom halves. So right now, your 7 with the 7 cards underneath it is right here. What we wanna do is split the cards in half and ask them to put the card in the middle right here so that their card will be marked by the 7 and 7 cards. This is something that has to be done quickly and offbeat, so they're not noticing you do it. You just say, hey, put it back in the middle. Not that aggressive, but just put the card back in the middle. So it's a nice little, here, put the card right here, back in the middle. And it's gonna be marked by the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're back to where we were before. So let's say we actually do it like that, right? They put the card back in the middle. So they put their Queen of Hearts back in the middle. This is the most important part of the whole trick, because so far this trick is very basic and very straightforward. Ham this part up. You need to be a good actor here if you want this kind of simple trick to play well, as you saw in the introduction. What you want to do here is really make some magical gestures, tell a story about how you saw your card go in, right? It was right side up. I'm gonna make your card turn upside down. Really sell it. You really need to sell that you're attempting to turn their card upside down. The reason being is when you reveal that the 7 is upside down, you want them to think that you messed up. You really want to sell the fact that you messed up and that their card was the one supposed to be upside down. So you're gonna say, watch, I'm gonna make your card, I don't know what it is, it's gonna turn upside down right now. Maybe don't snap, maybe do something. You have to have your whole dramatic reveal. Go through and say, watch, one card and the entire deck is upside down. And it's your 7 of clubs. Really ham this up. Now, most of the time people are gonna get a little wince. Oh, you messed up. You really want them to feel bad for you for a second. And then when they point out, oh, that's not my card, depending on how you wanna play it, that's where you say, well, see, a magician truly never messes up. Because that 7, I made it turn over for a reason. That 7 stands for something. So you'll say, you see 7? You'll take their 7, put it down. You're gonna deal off onto the table where we're doing it 7 cards. Watch, that 7 stands for something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And your Queen of Hearts. Now, once again, this is not a showstopper. It can be if you perform it right, but just the basis, it's not that crazy of a trick. But a few reasons why you should learn it. Not every trick has to be a showstopper. If you're routining and things like that, you want some tricks to be sort of mild and kind of bridge the gap between the showstoppers. You can't start by blowing their minds all the way to a point where you can't top it. You have to gradually have ups and downs of performance for the awesome moments. So I would suggest learning this trick because really super simple. You just learned it right now. And it's good to have a really easy trick in the back of your mind that you can do with any deck of cards, impromptu all the time with almost no setup. All right, but really quick before we go, in case you didn't get that, it really can be any numbered card. So let's say you put a 4 on the bottom, turn it over, you're gonna put 4 cards underneath it. So that way when you do that sandwich, and let's say their card's the 6 of hearts, they put it back in the middle, their card turns upside down. Oh, it's not their card, it's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, their card. So it really is whatever number you have, that's how many cards you're putting underneath it. So 9, 5, 3, you could turn a 3 over. Like I know you guys get this, but I'm just making sure you understand that that's the reason being. That's the key card, and there's that many cards in the way. Also, one last side note. When you do the swing cut and put their card back in, obviously it's set up in that key card so you don't want to be shuffling. You could take the opportunity to do some false cuts you learned on some of our last videos, stuff like that. But at the same time, I think the magic of this trick comes in with the fact where you can even point out when they're putting their card back in. So let's say they're putting back their card. You show them, you say your card's right side up right now. You're kind of over-proving. So let's say their card was the Queen of Spades. You say, look, your card when you're putting it back in the middle, it's right side up just like all the other cards, right? You're like, yeah. And it's important, I think, not to do any shuffling because the magic is supposed to happen by you just dropping and saying, watch, with nothing at all, magical gestures, your card turns upside down. And then you sell the whole mess up, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, you don't want to overprove by shuffling because that could be the move that you make turn the card upside down. You want to make it look super magical when they just drop it in, their one card is upside down, mess up, then do the sick reveal. You know what they say in The Prestige? Great movie, you should check that out. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. It really is all about your performance. You can take a simple trick and turn it into something absolutely incredible, all by how you perform it, how you hype it up, how you act and make sure they think you're messing up for real. You know what I'm saying. You guys got it. Have fun with this one. And like, comment, subscribe. Check out our podcast. Check out our Rise Again series. Both really fun stuff. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.